An exhibition called Toulouse-Lautrec and the Masters of Montmartre, which comprises over 80 artworks. And these were the things that were, it was the street art of the day. French publishing laws were slackened in the early 1880s, and it released this, amazing kind of whole publishing industry, and also, the music halls, the theatres, the cabarets, perceived an opportunity, to actually advertise on the hoardings, the new hoardings of Paris, using posters. And then they did this absolutely amazing thing. Instead of using photographs or hack artists, they employed some of the top artists of the day, not least Toulouse-Lautrec, who made his first poster in 1991, and we've got all 31 posters that he made in his entire career in this exhibition, never been seen together before. So we're really privileged to have this bunch of images here in Bath.
What sort of an undertaking was it to get them all together?
Well, they've all been brought in. They all belong to a museum in Brussels, which is closed for refurbishment. So over the last 2 years, we've worked long and hard and negotiated and bargained, etc., to bring them from continental Europe to Bath. And this is the only venue in the UK where this fantastic collection can be seen.
And I think I'm right in saying the people of Bath have helped bring it here too, haven't they?
That's one of the really lovely things, because we've shopped above and beyond our purse. We couldn't have afforded this ourselves. It's an expensive show to bring, a show of this calibre. They don't just grow on trees. So we put an appeal out with the help of the Art Fund. It was called the Art Happens campaign, and we raised over £12,000. People were so generous, and a lot of them were citizens of Bath, which is really lovely.
Is this something that could be done again in the future?
Not easily. These things, they were only meant to last 2 or 3 months at best. So it was ephemeral stuff put up, sometimes at night time. They became so popular so quickly that people used to creep out at night and rip them off the hoardings and take them home with them. So and of course they're over 120 years old now. Things that were only meant to last a few weeks. So to have survived that long, they all look a little bit battered and worn, but I think that's part of their charm. I think it's, and it wasn't, Lautrec kind of shared the glory, very generously with other artists in his circle, and most originally worked cheek by jowl with performers of the stage like Jean Avril and Yvette Gilbert, so they harnessed him to promote their image, and in so doing, he promoted his own image. So it was a brilliant synergy, a brilliant formula, and so to bring all that together in Bath, of course, some of this entertainment was very seedy, and if not louche, but because this was Montmartre, it was the 1890s, and almost anything goes. But Bath had that experience in the Georgian period as well. There was the respectable entertainment, but there was a lot of prostitution, there was a lot of gambling, not least with Beau Nash, and there was a lot of womanizing going on. So we're kind of revisiting a little bit of Bath's history by showing the similarities between Bath and Montmartre.
And I have to say, it is like looking through the keyhole of history, an exhibition that captures the colour and excitement of that period.
Oh, well, that's really nice to hear, Richard. The vibrancy of these images and the liveliness of what they're actually portraying, because Lautrec never flattered his characters. He looked for the most idiosyncratic feature, exaggerated it, and some of the performers didn't like it. They refused his images because they didn't think they flattered them enough. And when he was asked, well, why do your subjects look so ugly? He said, well, that's because they are ugly. He was brutally honest. But he was one of them. This amazing guy who, the son of nobility, but suffering this incredible disability, having had both his legs broken as a teenager, and his legs stopped growing. So he was rejected by his own society, but within Montmartre, which was a great social leveller, he found that he was accepted by the performers because they all had, little bits of their character that were quirky, were unusual, and they made virtues of them. And I think he did the same. He felt at home.